welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. Today we are going to be doing a throwback review for the Sabretooth Premium Format 1/4 scale statue. This is from Sideshow Collectibles. I think this is a 10-year-old statue. I'm not sure when I got it. It was a long time ago. There's since been a few other Sabretooth statues, but this one I've always really liked. This statue gets a lot of heat because they call this the pajama Sabretooth statue. It's mixed media, and if you don't know what mixed media means, it's cloth and sculpt. So his whole costume right here is pretty much just cloth. It's sort of cloth that's I guess fitted to his musculature. I think it looks pretty good. It never bothered me until everybody was, Statue Forum and all those places started commenting on it. It still doesn't actually bother me. I think actually this is a great Sabretooth. Obviously, this is the Jim Lee edition Sabretooth, meaning Sabretooth costume. And I've always really liked this one. I think the original costume is a little too simple. They actually have an original costume version of the Sabretooth. My cat's attracted to Sabretooth, as you can tell. It's very fitting that he's up here. But so Victor Creed, come on, guy. Victor Creed, Sabretooth, Wolverine villain. So I'm gonna kind of go over some of the features of this statue. Last time I did a Batgirl statue, my buddy trashed me because he said, dude, you didn't fucking stick to the points of the sculpt and the paint, you should have separated it. So I guess I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of separate what I like about this, but I'm not listening to him. I'm doing this I'm coming to my own conclusion to do this, so you're not right. But anyway, let's go over some of the, just some of the points that I want to go over. The first one is concept. In terms of concept, pretty much on par for a Sabretooth statue. It is, oh boy. All right, here we go. You're up here. Pretty much on par for a Sabretooth statue. It's, him. It's almost a Captain Morgan pose, I guess. Well, no, because he doesn't have one leg up. He's sort of crouching, and he's on this rock base, and it's got these little maple leaves there. I don't know if it's somewhere in Canada, or if that's like a throwback. Although I don't think Sabretooth is Canadian like Wolverine is. Although I don't quote me on that. But, so yeah, in terms of concept, this is what you can expect, sort of like hunched over. I really like it. I think this is just a cool pose. This is sort of like a definitive Sabretooth pose. He's kind of ready to pounce. He's ready to do his shit. He's ready to fuck Wolverine up or fuck up Iron Fist or do whatever. So yeah, in terms of concept, I don't know how intricate you can get with Sabretooth. He's a big dude with claws. I think I will say that maybe you could have gone a little more detailed with the rocks, but not much. I mean, you have the sort of the skull right here. The what is that? Is that cow skull? Do you know what that is? Yeah, it looks like. I don't know what that is, but yeah, horse skull. Other than that, I think, especially for the time it came out, I think this is 2010. It's an apropos. I'm going to use the word apropos. It's an apropos sculpt. So moving on, let's just talk about, well, no, that's concept. Let's talk about sculpt. In terms of sculpt, I think this might be the best Sabretooth. This sculpt is ridiculously good. The only thing I guess that is a drawback for some people is that a bunch of the sculpt is hidden within the cloth of this costume. But again, I don't care. It just never bothered me until people were pointing it out. In terms of the sculpt, though, of the fur, I really like that. I like the face. I think both faces. So this is, by the way, this is the exclusive version. So you have Sabretooth kind of gritting his teeth version, and then you have Sabretooth, this is the exclusive head, opening his mouth version. I think both are fucking kick-ass. But yeah, so he's got, so the sculpt's great on those. The sculpt is really great on the hands. I got a few cracks on this. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where these cracks came from, but they are going to bother me for the rest of my life until this thing is sold. I might have to get those fixed. But just in terms of sculpt, I think the sculpt is spot on. The sculpt is what motivated me to get this. And also paint. The paint's great. Obviously, there's not a lot of places to paint, so there's not too much to say about paint. I know we have to segment everything into these little pieces. We're going to talk about Sculpt, then paint. You know what? I don't want to do that. I'm just going to barrel right through this and say, I like the Sculpt. I like the concept. I like the, in terms of switch outs, it's really just the head. So this one pops up, obviously. Pops off. And then you get the Sabretooth screaming head. Magnet's still good 10 years later. Look at that. Pops right on. He's got the sideburns, or not sideburns, what are those called? Mutton chops?
Yeah.
He's got the blonde mutton chops. And then the only other thing I want to talk about is in terms of comparison to other Sabretooth. So there's a few other Sabretooths. Like I said, there is the original costume Sabretooth, which is basically just a resculpt of this with the original costume. I don't like it as much. He's in the snow. They're obsessed with fucking Sabretooth in the snow. Sabretooth is always in the snow now. He's in the snow. He's fighting in the snow. We need blood in the snow. Wolverine's in the snow. I've had enough of snow. I don't like snow in my statues. It always draws my eye in a weird way. Can we have enough snow? Like, unless it's Iceman, there's no point. So, I'll say that in comparison to some of these other Sabretooth statues that are surprise, surprise in the snow, I'll put this a league above. I'll say I don't even look at the cloth as a drawback. It's not pajamas. I disagree with the pajama thing. All right, and you know what? Fucking tell this guy he's wearing pajamas. He'll fucking ruin you. All right, he's so I disregard that, and I will add that this might be. Maybe it might be the best Sabretooth statue. Now, I will say XM has a Sabretooth statue. And we'll put up a picture of it. And also, I'm really heated today. I don't know, the pajama thing just got me mad. Also, my friend's critique on my video got me mad. But the XM Studio one and also the Sideshow. So the Sideshow has another Sabretooth. I don't love that Sabretooth. We'll go ahead and show that. I think he's way too bulky. His upper body is way too bulky. It just looks lopsided. I'm trying to get into it. I would love to love it, but I just don't. I don't love it as much as this one. It just does not seem proportional. The XM one is one that I am thinking about. I have to see more pictures, but that one does look cool. I think it's in the snow also, the goddamn snow, but I want to see some in-hand videos or photos of what that looks like before I make a decision. But right now, this is still my favorite Sabretooth statue. Again, this is a 10-year-old statue. I just think Sideshow was on their game. I'll say the only limitation is I would love to see one that didn't have maybe the mixed media, because truth be told, I know I was just kind of like defending the mixed media, but I'm kind of getting sick of mixed media. It gets dusty and just ends up with problems down the line. Also, sick of light up features. They don't age well. There's always something that goes out or some kind of bullshit you got to deal with. So yeah, I think moving forward, I'll probably just go straight sculpts, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. If this is the Sabretooth statue that you think is even, in the top 3, I think it's still the best. But again, Sideshow's got that new one. XM has that one that's coming out. Probably make a bunch of Sabretooth statues moving forward. And I do love this character. I have his first appearance somewhere. His first appearance is like Iron Fist something. I should have brought that out, but I'm stupid. But anyway, let us know what you think. Comments and say, oh, we got all kinds of animals. This is an animal friendly statue review. See, when I sell statues, I never say pet free zone because I can't. I'd be lying. So no, it's not a pet free zone. But he just loves Sabretooth. What can I say? Cats love Sabretooth. But anyway, let us know what you think. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.